And now, here's David Hayes.
Is the IRS spying on your IRA or just licking their chops or both? You bet they are. You know, we're all familiar with the 1099s that we get, right? If you're a contractor, you get a 1099 miscellaneous. If you get paid interest or dividends or capital gains, you get a 1099 INT or DIV. You take money from a retirement account, you get a 1099-R. They're 1099s. It's just reporting that something happened in your world. You made money, you took money out. But what about a Form 5498? Normally comes in May. It usually confuses people. They think they need to include it with their tax papers, but they don't. It's for informational purposes only. It's an informational form. It gets mailed out to you to say, hey, here is how much you have in your retirement account. How much you have in a Roth. Did you do a Roth conversion? It's a 5498. But who's it informing? Is it informing you? You know how much you have in your account. No, it's informing the IRS. In fact, if you look at your Form 5498, and you did receive this more than likely back in May, it says at the top, I'm looking at two from my own IRAs, one a Roth and one is a simple plan that we have through the office. And it says in small print, this information is being furnished to the IRS. Here's another one from another custodian. Again, right at the top, this information is being furnished to the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. But it comes to you as well, but it goes to the IRS. Now, what does that mean? So you don't think the IRS knows exactly how much you have in your retirement accounts? They do.
The following podcast is brought to you by David Hayes. He is solely responsible for its content. Securities are offered through J.W. Cole Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through CFCI and J.W. Cole Advisors. J.W. Cole Financial, J.W. Cole Advisors, and CFCI are unaffiliated entities. The opinions expressed by David Hayes and his guests should not be construed as specific investment, legal, or tax advice. All economic and performance information is historical and is not indicative of future results. Investing may involve the risk of losing principal. Any tax advice on this show is not intended to be used by any person for the purpose of avoiding U.S. federal or state tax. Penalties may be imposed on such a person, and each listener should seek advice from their tax advisor or legal counsel on topics that arise from the show. David Hayes and his guests are not providing legal or tax advice. Nothing should be construed as solicitation or an offer to buy securities.